Welcome back to the Moose Mobile Auto Repair channel, and today I have a 2013 Honda Odyssey, and it has the 3.5 liter engine, and today we are going to be doing the oil change service on this vehicle. So the first thing you want to do is remove the oil fill cap. And just place it here. This vehicle takes 0 W20. Now, before you drain the engine oil, you probably want to run the vehicle for roughly 5 to 10 minutes until it's warmed up, so that the oil has circulated in the engine, and it will allow you to drain a little bit more once the oil has expanded. So now this is a 17 millimeter drain plug. Want to grab yourself a drain pan of some sort to catch the oil. You also want to make sure that you replace the drain gasket here. Make sure you replace it with a new one. This will ensure that you don't have any leaks in the future. So we are going to close this up now. And tighten this up. I'll put the torque spec on the screen. I think it's roughly 30 foot-pounds. Or you can just tighten it up snug. Now there's an oil filter that's hiding in the back here. You can just use an oil filter tool in the extension and 3/8 ratchet. Turn counterclockwise. I'll just turn it a little bit so that you drain the oil, so you don't make a big mess. And then after it drains out a little bit, then you can take the oil filter the rest of the way. Usually Hondas use a 4610 or 4612 oil filter. 4610 is the correct aftermarket filter, or you can use the genuine Honda oil filter if you want. So you might not be able to see very well here, but I'm just going to do a quick wipe on the oil filter housing on the mating surfaces here. Just a quick wipe, just to make sure there's no dirt or debris on the contact surface. So grab the new oil filter and lubricate with new engine oil, and lubricate the O-ring here, the gasket. I'm using a Ford Motorcraft filter, FL816. It's equivalent to the 4612 oil filter. It's okay to use. So I'm gonna install the new oil filter. So as soon as it contacts the surface, I'm just going to give it a little bit until it's tight. You don't need to crank it up all the way, but just until it's snug and tight on there so that it will not leak. And after you're done, there's a little bit of a mess here, so you probably have to wash it down with brake cleaner and wipe everything down. Wash everything down. So the roughly around 3.5 liters came out for this vehicle. It's burning a little bit of oil, and just make sure you dispose your old oil properly. Reinstall the dipstick here. You can insert a funnel. It may be difficult to insert a regular funnel. You may need a longer one. So I'm using a 0W20 oil, which meets the specifications. So I'm going to be using that. This engine takes roughly 4.5 liters. I believe the capacity is 4.3, but it's going to vary. So usually it's roughly around 4.5. When you're pouring from these bottles, just be careful with the plastic so it does not fall inside. So once you put the 4.5 liters, you can take the funnel out and reinstall the oil cap. Don't forget to wipe down the surface on where the oil cap goes as well, in case if there's any dirt or anything. And now we are going to start the engine and run the engine for maybe 30 seconds or something. And we're going to bring the vehicle down first. So now we're going to have a look at the oil level now. It's probably a good idea to use a clean rag or shop towel so you don't get any dirt on the dipstick. So right now the oil level is somewhere over here. If you are reading on one side is all the way at the end, but the other side is shorter, you want to go with the one that has less oil on it. You may need to wait a little bit until the oil has settled down in the oil pan. So right now we're just almost at the full mark. Probably need to add a little bit of more oil. So now we are at the full mark now. So everything is okay. And just make sure you verify for leaks. Make sure there's no leaks at the oil filter area and at the drain plug area, and then you should be all good to go. So now we want to reset the oil life. It's currently at 50% now. So we're gonna hold down the knob here. Hold it down. Usually you need to hold it down for 10 seconds, and now you need to hold it down again as soon as it starts to flash. So you need to hold the knob down roughly for 10 seconds, and as soon as it starts to flash, you hold it down again. You know, it's reset it to 100%. Sometimes it may flash, sometimes it it may not, but as soon as it starts flashing, you hold it down again. You let go of the knob, then hold it down again. Now it's set to 100%. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day and take care.